It's like fire. Oh, I'm fighting for my life. Just one touching of my life. It's like fire. It's like fire. It's like fire. When the thunder's loud, all your true colors come out. They're still gray like clouds, but I see them clearly now. When the rain pours in, this is our warning. But I died just to love you one more time. Will you hold me with your eyes? Oh, it burns me up inside. It's like fire. It's like fire. Oh, I'm fighting for my life. Just one touching of my life. It's like fire. It's like Will you hold me with your eyes? Oh, it burns me up inside. It's like fire.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. They let you down, but you get up. They let you drown, but you don't stop. You show you're a phoenix.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the
Testing 1, 2. Testing 3, 4. Anyone? Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey, thank you, CP 65. Me with the 69. Thank you, friends. Be right with you. Mary Harris Chippa Sneeze. Be right back, friends. We're going to have a good one tonight. I can feel it.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we're gonna let it rain. Tonight, we're gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we're gonna let it rain. Tonight, we're gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it rain.
to see the new products that are coming out, to actually test them, to connect and enhance and continue this great hobby of flight simulation.
Every year we're getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more vendors here, more sim experiences to be a part of.
Yeah, 5 weeks away. Can you believe it? I'll be seeing some of you at Flight Sim Expo, and I can't wait, friends. It's Thursday night, rather. I almost said Wednesday night. I'm used to it being a Wednesday night when we do these streams. But, friends, it's so good to see you. Happy Thursday night. I hope you've all had a great, wonderful week. Boy, I'm off. I'm almost on Saturday now. But, friends, Maple Leaf, how's it going? Good to see you, Maple. Welcome, Maple. We got Kyle Klassen. We got Captain Red Sky, Nick H. We got Buckle Bunny. How you doing, Buckle? We got TJ Turner. We got CP65. We got Marion Harris, a.k.a. Chippa Sneeze. How's it going, Snowy? Good to see you, Snowy. Snowy's in the house. Cool videos from a cool guy is in here, including Del. Game. What's up? What's up, Del? It's good to see you. Kangaroo in the house. Boy, yoing, 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 Kangaroo. Right to you, buddy. Good to see you as well. Vruden the Great. Wait, I didn't do the roll in the first part. Vruden the Great. Welcome, Vruden. And Vruden's going to be trying to fly the F-14. What are you doing with the F-14, Vruden? You're supposed to be in a big body airplane like we all are in the 777-200ER. Yes, that's what we're flying tonight, but that's okay. You all fly what you want. Bunny, you're in the CJ3. That's okay. I think we're going to be flying that maybe on Wednesday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But good to see you, everybody. I'm so happy to see you. And Boeing 777 Rolls-Royce is in the house. Welcome, 777. It says good evening, Symphonic. It's 777-200ER time, indeed. So speaking of, we have it was recently released, the 777 PMDG 200ER, just Tuesday, along with the freighter version coming to 2024. How many of you have the freighter version? Anybody? Anyone? Hope my frame rates does not crash my sim. Kangaroo, if you're in 2024, you should be fine on the frame rates, buddy. So yes, PMDG, as many of you may have noticed, and I did do a video earlier this week, and it has been released on, actually it was Monday, not Tuesday. Monday, PMDG released an update for this aircraft, the 777-200ER, which we'll be checking out tonight for a flight from Paris. That's where we're at right now, Paris. Charles de Gaulle. And we're going to be going to Madrid. I often bike to Madrid, by the way. Of course, it's Madrid, Iowa, not Spain. But we're in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, friends. Back into 2024. And we'll be checking this out. And we got kind of a longer flight as we fly from Paris to Madrid, right? We got, let me look at the flight plan here. We got about, what was it? What is it? Anyone know? Anyone? Bueller. I think it's about 2 hours. Time is, block time, 2 hours and 2 minutes. Air time's going to be less than that, of course. About an hour and 45 air time. After I get done gabbing, chatting. Right, JJ? What's up, JJ? Good to see you, man. JJ Stevens in the house. What's up? Good to see you, JJ. Thanks for joining the live stream tonight, my friends. I see there's 23 of you in here, and there's more coming in, I assume. And it's good to have you all with us. And friends, I am SimFanatic. I am your host for tonight's Insanity. Yes, I am your host, I know. Good to see you, friends. So good to see you. All the SimFan family, and we also have all the ones that are in the Sim back here. So let's call out who's in Sim. We've got Maple Leaf is in here. Everybody give it up to Maple. He's going to... Okay, I'm not counting on him to land. Anyone figure he'll land? He'll actually land his plane? Because anytime he wants to land... Okay, I'm not going to lay into you already, Maple. I'll give you some grace. You don't give anyone else grace, but I'm going to give you grace tonight, okay? I'm going to suspect that you will land tonight, but we have that... remains to be seen, Maple. And he says, bro. We also have TJ Turner. Got TJ Turner in here in the Sim. Of course, we're going to be doing landing challenges. That's what I was referring to earlier, friends. So all of you that are here, you know the landing challenge. If you're new here, stick around. You're going to be seeing some wonderful landings, I'm sure, by Silly Unknown. Of course, that is cool videos from a cool guy. Good to see you, Silly. No, that isn't Silly Unknown. Who's Silly Unknown? You guys keep mixing up your gamer. Why am I missing people? Are people jumping out, or what the hell's going on? Or are they just jumping over here? It's Buckle Bunny. Everybody say hello to Bunny. Brigo. Who's Lemanola? And congratulations, by the way, Bunny. It's awesome. Who's Lemanola was in here before. That's Lemanola 123. And Original Happy in the house. Captain Red Sky. What's up, Captain Red Sky? Good to see you, Captain Red Sky. We got Kangaroo over here. He's also with us. And TJ Turner also with us. By the way, friends, I am ready for Pushback. I debated doing a cold and dark. And by the way, all of you have voted for tonight's stream and what aircraft you wanted to fly. And if Captain Howdy is out there, I'm sorry, Captain Howdy, you lost. I know. Yes, indeed. Captain Howdy lost the vote. I do have the 737 MAX 8. And by the way, ProDeskSim sent me a new package. They have a new Max lever set with the auto start and all that stuff. Auto start, the starting, the fuel things, whatever you call them, the fuel selectors, the fuel enablers. I don't know. But they sent that to me, and I didn't even ask for it. It arrived, and it was like a shipment sent. I didn't ask for this. That's awesome. So, hey, a shout out to ProDeskSim. But by the way, we aren't using that tonight because, of course, we're not doing the MAX 8. But what we are doing is the ProDeskSim with the 777 fuel injectors. Thank you, Maple. We've got the 777 throttle lever set from our good friends over at ProDeskSim. And we have, of course, I got to make a mention of Flight Sim Mods. We got the trim wheel there. That's not typically what you'd find on a 777, by the way, but nonetheless, we have that awesome piece of add-on hardware for our Bravo is the Flight Sim Mods. And I'm going to talk about, I've got some exciting news about WINWING. I'm going to talk about here a little bit later into the flight. I know, cliffhanger, right? We also have the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke until, WinWing sends me over their new Boeing Taurus full-size yoke. Yep, I'm expecting that from them if they're watching. That's not happening. And, of course, I've got my foot condoms on, Maple, and we've got the Orion Rudder Pedals with the damper kit, which is Butte, Clark. It's a Butte. I'll put those cameras right down below there for you, Maple. All right, so, friends, let's jump into it. Let's get started. And we're going to get into the plane. Zoom in, and there we are. So this is the latest release from PMDG 777-200ER. They did an update, and honestly, I haven't actually had time to see what the hell they did to this and made it improved. So we'll bring up the changelog. I do like their version 3 of the, what is it called? The PMDG Operations Center. And they actually, in there, they now have the changelog. So we'll check that out in a little bit. But look at that. That's kind of that turbine fan is just kind of free spinning there, probably from the winds. And I don't know. I don't think they did anything on the exterior. It's kind of interesting. This one is not spinning. This one, well, it was. It's not any longer. Okay, that's fine. But as usual, as PMDG stuff goes, it does look good. We are in 2024. We can still run through this. That kind of bugs me a little bit because I don't like any real true 2024 airplane. If you have it, you can't just go through the aircraft. There's actually there's space holders there. So like if you're walking, although let me be fair about that. Hold on. I'm in the drone view. Let's go out of the aircraft. I need to be fair about this. So if we go out of the aircraft, now if I'm walking, I shouldn't be able to walk through it. And, I should stop right here. But no, as you can see, I'm walking through it just like I was in drone view. Now, many of you are probably going, SimFanatic, really? You're going to make a big deal out of that? And my answer to that is no, I'm not making a big deal. But I've noticed like every true non-ported 2024 aircraft, and this isn't like the end-all be-all of being a 2024 compatible aircraft. I'm not saying that. But at least some of the developers, even with some of the, the aircraft that don't cost you $78, they actually model it where it's like, okay, if I'm walking up to it, I'm not going to play like Jesus Christ and walk right through it, right? I'm going to actually stop. And I was not, that wasn't blasphemy, by the way. But I would actually stop right there, right? I wouldn't walk through it. And so it's a minor thing. I am ready to push money. I am. But I just wanted to do a little walk around, but I love these engines. And the other thing I love about the aircraft is the, oh, there it's kind of spinning again. There we go. Maybe we're getting a cool blast of air right now going through us. But anyway, I mean, $77. And it's a fun airplane. But if you have the 777-300ER, don't buy the 200. It's coming. It was supposed to come out this week. I'm still waiting for PMDG to give us an update. Maybe it came out today. I have no idea. I've been busy with work, real life stuff. But the 300, if you have the 300ER, don't get the 200ER. Save yourself $78 and wait for the 2024 version to be released by PMDG, okay? I mean, there's some cool things about the 200, but if you already spent $75 or whatever it is for the 300, save your dollars. Don't get the 200. Unless you're one of those die-hard, virtual airline guys or gals, and you want to fly the 777-200ER for real-world flights, by all means, go for it. There are 3 engine variants for this plane. You do you, people. I'm just saying. It's a hell of a lot of money. I would think for those of us that forked over, $75, $77, whatever it is, for the 300ER, that we would get a discount buying the 200ER. I think that makes plain business sense, but PMDG, you do you. You do you. All right. So, ready to continue on. You've already got the 200. All right. 777 Rolls-Royce. Buckle Bunny says, original happy, my tail is in... Okay. Bedrock. How's it going, Bedrock? Good to see you. As you all can see, I am ready for push. Actually, I should have... it's ever so faint. The beacon should be flashing. Is it flashing? It's hard to see when it's... Yeah, it's flashing. You can kind of see it flash there. Kind of a little hard to see. Now, if we went to nighttime, and you can do this, one other thing for those of you that don't have 2024 yet, the nice thing is you can go real time and turn the lights down, and there you can see the beacon. Ooh, pretty. So anyway... All right, so let's go ahead and jump on in the aircraft, and let's get a pushback. Unfortunately, the pushback does not work through the tablet yet. It does not work even through the FMC yet. So what we're going to do is we are going to have to do Shift P. So I'm going to go to my JD checklist. By the way, if you are not familiar with JD's checklist, it's available out on flightsim.to, and I'm a big fan. JD has checklists for almost every kind of commercial aircraft. They have it for the BA-146. JE has it for this plane. They have it for all the 737 flavors. They have it for the Mad Dog and so much more. So do check out JD. That's JAYDEE. Go to flightsim.to, and if you want to have an easy-to-follow checklist, I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff that's within the sim. Like, for example, if we go over here to aircraft and we go to checklist, there are plenty. It's almost a smorgasbord of things here with the checklist, and you can get the eye point. And you can go through this, and that's great. But if you want a really simplified checklist where you don't have to do, 80 million things, you can go to JD and check out the checklist. It is free, and I do really recommend checking that out. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go to JD's checklist, and I am going to take a look at where I was. I was at Pushback. Okay, so we got our clearance for from ATC. Hopefully all of you are ready. Some of you are probably going through your checklist lickety-split because you're like, holy crap, I can't believe SimFanatic is ready for Pushback. I got to hurry up. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start our Pushback, so let's do that. I'm going to turn off the music for now so we can hear the beautiful sounds of this plane. Definitely different engine sounds, 777. I'm going to tell you. Ivan 007 is in the house. Ivan, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Nick H, Original Happy. It's good to see you here once again. All right. So start back and push. Okay, let's go ahead and do a push. So we're going to hit Shift P on our keyboard. And I'm going to go outside of the aircraft just so we can see the tug. There's the tug. Ooh, look at that. That's a sexy sight, isn't it? Sorry about that. Shift P, and there goes the tug. Sorry about that little outburst. I don't know what got over me. Kyle Simmons is in the house. What's up, Kyle? Kyle must have heard me say the Mad Dog, and all of a sudden, fa-bong, he's right here. Just like that, lickety-split. The other thing, when the pushback tug starts pushing us back, it's automatically going to start turning us. It's a little bit of a bug, I think. But, you know, it's a little bug. Nothing to see here. We're going to go down here. And Johnny Mon is in the house. Johnny Mon, hell of a guy, by the way, is in the house. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to push down. If you can look at the rudder pedals in my socks, Maple, I'm going to push, and it's going to release the parking brake, just like in real life. But see, notice it's already turning us. What the fudge is all that about? Look, it's turning me, Bruden. See? It's turning us. Turning, turning, turning. Okay, let's go ahead and get the engines going. So we're going to go ahead and go up here. Automatic, you don't have to do like the packs off and all that like you do the 737. So we're going to go right, we're going to go start. Here we go. And it's going to get really quiet. Actually, I'm going to go to this showcase. Let's go fixed camera in 5, I think. No, it's 6. Nope. 7. Nope. 4. Nope. Where the hell is it? 3? Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, we gotta give it fuel though. So we're gonna go down here, and you can do this right away. Here she goes. Look, Mom, Diet Coke. You'd be proud of your boy. That's my orange whip. Your face. I know I'm facing the wrong way. Well, this thing is pushing me back the wrong way, Maple. Here we go. I don't know if 777's watching, but definitely different sounds than the Rolls-Royce. These are the GE engines, by the way. GE. What the? Oops. Okay, can you stop, please? Stop pushing. Wait, why am I still going backwards? The tug left. What the fudge? Okay, parking brake. Parking brake. Oh, that's nice. The guy just, like, freaking disconnects me from his tug and just lets me fly back into, like, some other airplane like TJ Turner there. Good gravy. Wow, geez. You know what? The people these days that work these operations, I tell ya, can't trust anyone anymore. Can we, JJ? We're on the west server, my friend. All right, we got the right engine started. Let's go ahead and start the left. But before we do that, I'm going to go... Oh, hold on. Okay, I can't... That's one thing. I don't like the camera views as much on this. It doesn't work like the 2020. So anyway, I'm going to go back here. We're going to go showcase, fixed camera. Let's go. Okay, that one started. Let's go 6. There we go. Okay, 6. All right, up top and start. Start. And here we go. Boeing 777 asks, yes, the Rolls-Royce engines are different, and unlike the GE90s, the Rolls-Royce engines can dual start. Yes, you are a big fan of the dual start, aren't you? You love that dual start. Why didn't you tell me I had the rudder pedal still on, Maple? All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get the fuel in. There we go. How many of you are going to FS Expo? I can't wait to see you guys and gals at FS Expo. I am really, really very much looking forward to that, my friends. Be good to see you. Good old Providence, Rhode Island. Yes, indeed. We'll be able to see Evan, the founder and organizer of FS Expo. What's the multiplayer settings again, JJ? Try exclamation MP. I can't remember if I put that in there, but give it a try. All right, and the engines are firing up. I can't remember if I have multiplayer settings in that command or not. If not, I'll add them later. Probably not this stream, but future stream. It looks like it's not coming out of the bot. Okay. Somebody help good old JJ Stevens. It's a West USA server. And multiplayer. All right, there the engine started up. All right. Definitely, you got to choose. There's one thing that you got to be sure. Can somebody help out JJ Stevens? There's one thing you got to make sure that you choose to make sure that all the other players show up, other than being on the USA West server. You don't want real time. I can't remember what it is, but there's a setting that you do before you enter the sim. All players. That's it. Yep, that's it. Welcome, Mustang 302. Everybody, welcome, Mustang 302. Welcome to the stream, buddy. All right, I think we're ready for takeoff. Not quite. We got to taxi over to the runway, of course, but I think that's only common sense. Okay, so we have the engine started. Engines have power. Let me see here. Okay, APU can come off. APU coming off right here. Off. Boom. Boom. Auto brake, verify RTO. That's going to be right down here. And as you can see, it's RTO. By the way, some of you are like wondering, well, SimFanatic, you got WINWING logo up top. Why aren't you using the PAP3 or the PFP? Not compatible quite yet. I did hear from my contact at WINWING last night. I mentioned it, and they said they're close. It's probably still a few weeks out. Their developers are working hard to get it compatible in 2024 with this plane. So, and as I assume with the other 777s, like the soon-to-be 300ER and the Freighter, they're working on it. It does not, unfortunately, work with the PAP3 or the PFP quite yet, but they are close. They are very, very close, friends. They're very close. All right, we got the APU off. The auto brake is set. Flaps we need to set for takeoff. Let's do that. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Bravo. We're going to go flaps 5. So we're just going to drag that down to 5. And you can see that come down. And you're going to see the flaps come. Can I do A and sift through this? There goes the flaps. Nope, I can't. It's another thing that changed with 2024. God dang it. JJ Stevens says you can use MobiFlight in 2024. Yeah, I should use that. There's profiles. I know. I'm just waiting for wing. You know, I don't. If I had all the time in the world, JJ, I would actually do that and work with that, but I'm so busy I can't. I'll just wait for the developer to come out with it. But you're right, MobiFlight, thank you. That's true. I could do that. Okay, we've got the flaps down. Flaps are set for 5 degrees down bubble. Of course, that would be a submarine, but anyway. Flaps are set. Flight controls are free. ECAS recall consider. So we can go over here, hit this recall button, and there we go. Looks good. The next thing we want to do is the pushback tug is removed. Of course, he just left us, so we know that. Taxi light to on. And taxi light is right here to on. Let's go ahead and take a look. And somebody's on us, so I can't see. Well, I can. Right here. Why am my taxi light not on? Yeah, okay. JJ says, check DM. Thanks, JJ. I will check that later, buddy. Taxi lights on. Runway turn-off lights. We're not going to require those. It's time to taxi. Let's get this going on. And I am pointing in the wrong direction. TJ's on top of me, as usual. All right. Wait a minute. Why am I still going backwards? Okay, there's a bug. There's definitely a bug because I'm still being pushed back. Okay, I just had to hit Shift P again, and now I'm not being pushed backwards again. So there's a bug. Wonderful. Always a bug. Just hit Shift P. I know, right, Bunny? God. You would go there, wouldn't you? I had a feeling. So I had to hit Shift P again there. Oh, look at you, silly unknown, in your fancy craft. All right. Let's go down here, and I do have the, let's go to electronic flight bag, and what we can do is we can go to our charts, and I have the chart up. There you can see we're going the wrong way. But we're going to turn around. We're going to do an about face. You're living on my screen shows Aeromexico. Oh, really? Mine does? That's weird. See, they really need to fix that, don't they? Here I got my track IR. That's this little thing on the side of my headset, so I can look around as we get. There's Kyle over there, way over there, and I have buttons map where, and I also in the TCA Boeing yoke I like this. There's a little hat switch that I can like look around, which is kind of nice. So we're going to keep going over here. Rolling. Let's keep this aircraft rolling. What do you think, friends? Let's keep it rolling. All right, friends. Let's get ourselves over. 27 left. No, I've got 9 right. 9 right. There, let me do the route information. If somebody wants to type in exclamation FP you'll get the updated flight plan below. Exclamation FP will get you the, but I can put it here. Where's it at? Where the hell's my, there it is. So if you look at the bottom there it is. The flight plan is 9 right. 9 right. Make our way over to 9 right, Kyle. Look at Kyle with that helicopter badge of honor right there. Maple Leaf is like, oh, I'm not going to wait for anybody. I'm going to go and I'm going to take off now so nobody can see me land. Nobody can see me land, so I can say, oh, I would do such a better job at landing than you, SimFanatic, but I know you didn't see me, but believe me, trust me, I landed the aircraft perfect. Dude, holy... You know I'm joking, right? You know I'm joking with you. I love giving you a hard time. You love it, too. Everybody knows you love me giving you a hard time. You love Shane giving you a hard... Why am I going way over here? Now I'm going to have to backtrack. It's like I'm following GPS. How many of you ever follow GPS and it takes you this weird, wonky way all over the place? Until you to get to your destination, you're like, why the hell did it just take me clear across to this route through a residential area when there was like a main artery road right over here that I could have taken when you're not familiar with it? Anyway, I digress. Kangaroo up there, silly unknown. Good to see you, friends. TJ Turner over there. He's just waiting for me to just do a little bit of sightseeing. Going around. Anybody ever notice that we don't have any winglets on this plane? Anybody want to know why? Anyone want to take a guess why there aren't any winglets on the 777-200? Anybody know? Kyle, do you know? Why aren't there winglets on this plane? Maybe 777 knows. Anyone? Anyone? Why are there no winglets on the 777? Okay, well, okay, Maple says no need, but why is there no need? Uh-oh, Kangaroo says, I've lost power. Oh, you restarted the plane. There we go. Do-do-do. Somebody's going to Google it. Maple had a good guess, no need, but tell us physics-wise, Maple, why is there no need for it? Why is there no need for the winglets on the 777? And you won't find the wing... I don't believe the winglets are on the 777-300ER as well, and I don't think they're on the freighter. Inquiring minds want to know, what is the reason? Why? Why are there no winglets on this plane? Okay, we're going to make our way over to 9 right. And I can't forget to hit the chronometer, by the way. Got to remember that. So make our way over. I'll be making my way back to you, fans. Sorry about that. Look at this little bridge here we're going to go over. Little bridge. Nothing to see here. Just some traffic. 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 Little car. It's probably Maple driving off the road into the barriers. Boeing says adding winglets in the 777 will exceed operational limits. Maple, bro. Well, here's a little hint. Why are there winglets? What is the purpose of winglets? That might be a big clue. Why am I? Who's behind me? Oh, I got TJ turn. Oh, going right up my. Okay, I almost said something that would not have been good to say in front of all you peoples. Fuel efficiency, bruh. Reduce induced drag. Exactly. Nice silly unknown over there. Maple says I already said it. Fuel efficiency, but you didn't say why is it more efficient. I want facts, Maple. I want, like, detailed facts. You're right. Fuel efficiency, you're right. But why? Why is it the wing shape? Okay. But what about the wing shape causes, like Kyle said there? Why does that cause induced drag? What is the reason? Oh shit! Am I getting all? I'm not paying attention here where I'm at. Oh yeah, we got plenty. We want to use all the runway we can. Well, I think you're close, Maple. Maple's getting upset. Will come with folding wingtips. There you go, 777. That's interesting. The 777X. 97X. Bam! The future of rock and roll. 97X. Bam! The future of rock and roll. Anyone guess that movie? I don't know if I've ever done that movie line. Have you ever heard of wingtip vortices, Maple? That's what Kyle's referring to as induced drag. Wingtip vortices. So technically you're right. It's because of the shape of the wing, but it causes a little bit of those little tiny tornadoes that come off the wingtips. Actually causes that drag, that induced drag that Kyle was talking about. So you're right, Maple. It does help with fuel efficiency. When you have a wingtip, it makes that airflow better and doesn't cause those wingtip vortices, doesn't induce drag, and adds to the fuel efficiency. Yep. Rain Man is right, JJ Stevens. You are absolutely right, my friend. All right, so we're going to go through our last checklist here. So let's go ahead and get the parking brake on. So parking brake's coming on. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the rest of the checklist of JD again. Check that out. Verify RTO. It is. We're going to go ahead and turn off. We're going to do silent cockpit. Flaps are verified at RTO. If we will look over here, we can see that flaps are at 5. Next thing we want to do, you can probably see the ECAM said TCAS, so we got to go to our transponder. Flip us over to TARA, which we're going to do right there. So 2 clicks to the right, and we have that set. Another thing we're going to do so we don't get barked at is we're going to go to our checklist. There's a checklist here. Where is it at? Somewhere. Where is it at? Checklist. Here we go. Checklist. Now we go down here. You just check this off. Otherwise, it gets mad at you and it bitches and moans before you take off. So we're just going to go through here because I know I did all this stuff. So we're just going to take through this. I don't really need to do this, by the way. The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm already using JD's checklist, and we're good to go there. Wait, before takeoff. Okay. The only reason I'm doing that right now is so it doesn't bark at me. Otherwise, it'll start warning me when we go on takeoff. I'm going to go engine here so I can see my panel down there, downstairs, before we take off. And who's looking at me? Some of Kyle. He's got the bug eyes. Sorry about the bug eyes thing, Kyle. Just kidding about that. Name that movie, friends. Right, JJ and Rainman, you did get it. It's takeoff time for sure, Boeing 777. Here we go. Landing lights can come on. Auto throttle is armed. We've got the auto throttle armed. We're going to go up here, and we're going to turn our taxi light off. Our runway turn-off lights can come on. Our landing lights can come on. Wing light can come on. Logo, we'll go ahead and turn the logo on to show our good Air France livery. And we're going to wait for Kyle to take off here. He is number 1. We are number 2 for takeoff. And strobe lights. Did I turn the strobe lights on? I don't think I... Yeah, did I? Yeah. No, I didn't. There we go. Strobe light on. There we go. There goes Kyle. And we just got clearance from ATC. Air France 642. Position and hold. Runway 9 right. So we're going to go ahead and position and hold. I'm pretending I'm talking to ATC. And this one, engines like take off like a frickin' rocket, but not quite as much as the 300ER. How many of you noticed that have this 200ER opposed to the 300ER? Like the 300ER, it's like gone, baby. It's gone. It'll take off in like 5 feet. Not really, but it almost feels like it. It's like a frickin' rocket, like a JATO pack is attached to every single surface of this plane, or the 300ER, but this one it's not like that. There we go. Look at that center wheel right on the line, and we are ready for toga. All right, are you ready? Are you ready, Kyle? Are you ready? Maple, Buckle Bunny, Brett Plays is in the house. Brett, what did you sneak in here? All right, here we go. 40% and toga. Here we go. And listen to these engine sounds. 40% release brakes and toga. 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% 40% Look at that engine. Oh, shit. Let's pay attention to the front of the aircraft. 80 knots. We'll release support pressure on the yoke. Let the V1 rotate. Here we go. God, I haven't even got my nose off the ground yet. There we go. Gear up. Up, up, and away. Look at this thing. It's almost like a rocket. Look at that. Sorry, Brett. You know me. I'm Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago. Well, flaps are coming up. Look at that engine rock back and forth. All right, and you notice I have LNAV and VNAV already set, but we're going to go ahead and do autopilot. Autopilot engaged. Listen to those engines, 777. Come on, Bird Strike. No, Bunny. We wishing for that. You always, all of you, always hope for me to crash. I tell you what. Bird Strike. Let me see. What did Brett send? What did Brett send? Brett, what did you send me? I'm searching the chat. TNT simulate. Actually, what is speaking of TNT, what is transition altitude in France? Ivan, do you know? Brett, I'm not seeing. Am I missing it? I must be missing it. I'm not seeing what you posted earlier. Wait, there it is. The Boeing 777-200 do not have the winglets because their larger wingspan already provides the necessary lift and drag reduction. Exactly. That is true. You have got it, buddy. And I think Maple actually in a way answered that because he said it's because of the shape of the wing. It's actually the surface area and the length of the wing, but technically you're correct, Maple. My chat does not go back that far now for the helo, or for the hello. Speaking of helo, we haven't done a helicopter flight. I know you're a big fan of that. By the way, here we go. Is TNT still in here? We're above transition altitude. Are they at is it at 8,000 here? Notice right here, we're at 3006 inches, and it's time for STD. Checking, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3, syphilis, testing, 1, 2, 3, syphilis, testing, 1, 2. That just means we're going to hit STD. That's, of course, standard pressure. It does not stand for what I just said. Is it standard? Yeah, standard for the captain and wingman. We're going to go up here, turn our landing lights off. They can come off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Runway turn-off lights can come off as well as the strobes, and wing light can come off. Now we are set. And we are climbing original Happy TJ Turner of Rudin back there. Where did we have Buckle Bunny and the rest of you go? You all vanished from my sight. What's going on, Bunny? Chippa sneeze back there. Chippa. Cabin fire would be better. Probably would. Oh, by the way, the thing is like, you know what really almost made me do not even a tiebreaker. What almost made me say this, for the poll, because you all did I think it was what was the poll? What did the poll come out to, Kyle? I think the poll yesterday, Kyle. Let me take a look at that, because I posted a poll, and thank you for all of you that voted. There was a good turnout for the poll. And so if I go to posts, so we had a total of 59 votes, and it looks like about a little bit less than 2/3 was voted for this aircraft. Now, if we would have flown the 737 MAX 8, we would have an actual a shitter. We could have gone back to the. I'm sorry about my language, but I'm going to say it. Shitter is full. There was actually a restroom. Finally, the best part of the 737 MAX 8 isn't the flight model. It's not the graphics. It's not the the textures or the any of the any of the features of it. It is truly the bathroom. You can actually flush the toilet and wash your hands. That's the best part of the 7. No, I'm just kidding. But it's actually kind of fun. Uh-oh. We got 777 here. 3 months membership. The bumper pot is full. Here we go. Bitching Betty's going to talk. We'll let her talk for you.
Any
Boeing.
chance we could get our long haul next week? We'll definitely get another dual engine start on the Rolls-Royce and a toga takeoff for those sounds.
We'll see. Actually, I don't know about next week. I know you've been waiting for that Boeing 777, and we will get it in, my friend. We do need to do a long flight. You know, like, we've done a couple long flights, long-haul flights, and they are a lot of fun because what we do, friends, if you're in here for the first time, or maybe you're here and you've never joined us for a long haul, we've done a couple. What I typically do, we will join our Discord. If somebody drop in an exclamation Discord, if you would, in chat. If you join our Discord server, we actually have a movie, what is it? Movie flights or something like that. Anyway, we'll watch, actually, I will stream movies in Discord so I don't get, you know, a copyright violation or anything like that. So we'll go to our Discord server and I will stream movies. And I will usually, thank you, CP, I'll usually ask you all what you want for the movie lineup. And one long haul stream, we did Iron Eagle, and that was Bunny was a big fan of that. She loves the music. And then we did Airplane. What else did we watch? We watched several different movies. Oh, we watched Flight of the Intruder. What were some of the other movies? Fletch. We watched Fletch. Usually we try to keep it lighthearted and comical, so we watch a lot of comedies, hence the, you know, Airplane and, you know, Fletch and some of the others. Bunny always says that. You do like Iron Eagle. You're a big fan. You're like, I think you're a groupie of what band is it? I don't even know what the band name is now that did the song Iron Eagle. You're a huge fan. You admitted it. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of fun with the long haul, so we'll have to figure that out, Boeing. But again, everybody give a shout out to Boeing 777 for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate that continued support and all of your support, friends. Thank you. Thank you, Boeing. Pilot Rick says, what's up, SimFan? How's the 200ER treating y'all? It is doing fine, my friend. It's doing just fine. Oh, she'll do fine. She'll do just fine. No, she's fine. I should, actually, you know what? I'm going to take a look. Since it got updated, because I have no clue what they did when they updated it. So let's check out PMDG Operations Center 3. And I think they have a change log. So if you actually go to it, I'm going to go to that right now. Change log. Here it is. Change log. Let me bring this up. Hold on. Let me involve all of you, shall I? So let's take a look at the change log. I think I had this. Let me see. Hey, better. I need to find my window here in OBS. I got too many damn things here. Why does my aircraft keep tilting and going back and forth? Am I, like, off? All right, let me... It's making me nervous. Like something's happening. Windows Task Manager, Acrobat. I want to leave that. Paint. Oh, I can use this. It's a window. Okay, let me use this. Carlos! How's it going, Carlos? Everybody say hello to Carlos. All right, let me see here. PMDG Operations Center 3. And so here you can see it, right? Everybody see that? So this is the change log. This is something I like about it. So anyway, if I go back out, so this is the new, and you can do all your liveries. I talked about this, you know, and you install your aircraft. In fact, if I go back, here's my planes. So now that oh, wait, hold on. Nope, that's 2020. So we don't have the 300ER yet, but the 300ER, once they release it, PMDG, so that answers that right there. We don't have it yet in 2024, but you can see we got 2024 in the 200ER, and we got 2020. I did install that, by the way, for those of you that chastised me when I didn't have it installed for 2020. When you did a flight in 2020, now I got it installed. Just to let y'all know. I know, my bad. CFF 121 is in here for CFF. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. So if we go here, I do like this where you can install this stuff, and you can install your aircraft or update it, or even reinstall it, stuff like that. Change log. Let's take a look. So this would have been just released at 2.04.108. So let's see. Project rebuilt using the MSFS 24 SDK. Updated integration to SIAI, whatever that means. Further protections against sound warble. That's a new one. Warble? Who's ever heard of the term warble? Warble. Artifact experienced by users who set environment sound slider to off. Exterior light tweaks for SU2 change compliance. Model texture up. Improved color matching for enunciators. Corrected LOD issues. Added ADF antenna option. That's for you, Kyle. Improved StatCom placement and option management. Added crew rest chime. Oh, should we try that? Crew rest. How do we do that? Crew. It's probably up here. Let's take a look. Crew rest chime. Where's that at? There's got to be a button somewhere. Anyone? Oh, wait, no. It's not over there. Anybody know where the crew rest chime is? The hell? Okay. You know, like in the 737, you had like the little radio buttons, and you could push them, and then it would go ding dong. But usually, I think that was called the crew. Now the Bora Bora improvement coming to 2024 look amazing. Is that right? I don't see it. Anyway. So apparently that's a thing. Maybe it's automatic. It's probably auto magic, right? Automatic. All right, let's go back and look at the other stuff. Okay, so we've got that. Adjusted volume for nose gear related sounds during ground roll. Refined behaviors of ground vehicles. Improved logging output. Corrected sim crash. Oh, there you go. Corrected sim crash related improper initialization on crew. There we go again. Crew chime triggers. So that must be an automatic thing, friends. Alien. Increased volume for crew. What's with all the crew chime? Okay. We're PMDG, and the biggest event that we're going to have and the biggest update, we're going to improve crew chimes. I just kid. Efforts to mask warble. There's that term again. Warble artifact induced when customer turns off environmental sounds in the sim platform. Boeing 777 says SimFan 2020 or 2024 for a long haul. I'd suggest 2020. I'd suggest 2024 because it just runs better. I mean, like, look, it just runs better. But maybe many of you only have 2020, so I could be convinced. I'll tell you what I'll probably do, Boeing 777, is I'll most likely do a poll because we're a democracy here, right? Further protections against sound. There's that warble again. It sounds like, not to be redundant, it sounds like most of the updates for the 2020 ER are just sound stuff. So, okay, well, that's a little bit anticlimactic, I guess. But again, WINWING, for those of you that have WINWING, you have maybe the PAP3 or the PFP, it does not work at this point in time. I did contact WINWING yesterday or last night it was, and they assured me they're working on it diligently. They didn't actually use that term. I'm going to use it, though. They're working on it hard. Their developers are working on it. And they hope to have it out in just a few weeks to be compatible in 2024 with the 200. I need to check on I would imagine the Freighter and even the 300 when it comes out, but we'll see. It does. I do believe it works with 2020. Somebody could chime in here. Chime. They fixed the chimes. Somebody could chime in here and let me know if you've tried it with the those of you that have the WINWING PAP3 or the PFP. And let me know if it works with 2020. I imagine it works with 2020. Brett Play says, stepping away, need to deal with domestic duties today, so we'll listen in and lurk today. Thank you, Brett Plays. Everybody give a shout. Somebody type in exclamation BP and go check out Brett's channel and give him some love. You know? Like friendly love. None of those shenanigans. PFP and PAP3, Pilot Rick says. Pilot Rick says it does work in 2020. Thank you, Rick. I figured it probably did. But it's coming, Rick. It's coming in 2024. It's just not quite there. I got that fresh, hot off the plate from WINWING last night because I'm like, shit, it doesn't work yet. Sorry about the language, I know. But it's like, I figured there was an update. One of you posted in Discord. There's an update to the SimApp Pro, which is, by the way, the connector for the between the simulator and the WINWING actual gear. And I was just hopeful. And then I started up and I'm like, oh, crap, it still doesn't work. But they're working on it. Bunny asks, now what are you talking about? Bunny, you won't know what I'm talking about until you get yourself a PC and you get on PC. You know, if you want to continue to fly on Xbox, you do you, my friend, and that's fine. But, yeah, because you can't do the WINWING stuff yet. And I don't even think they're actually planning on anything being released for Xbox. I could be wrong on that. Brett Play says, shenanigans from the SimFan crew. Never. No, never, Brett. Never. 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 All right. We are at our cruise altitude. We'll go ahead and turn off the seatbelt signs. You can all enjoy and walk around the cabin if you want. I might do that as well here after a bio break. We are at cruise speed, friends. Feel free to get up, roam about the cabin. I might actually get myself a real orange whip. What do you think, Kyle? What do you think, Pilot Rick? Is it time to get something different than a regular Diet Coke? I do like a Diet Coke, though. An ice-cold Diet Coke, there's just nothing like it. And I'm not even sponsored by them. No. Remember the old 80s music? Remember the old 80s movies where it would be so obvious when they would be drinking something like, if it was Pepsi or Coke or whatever, it would be so freaking obvious. No, I can't drink, so you can't. Oh, see, that's the beauty of being a guy, Bunny. We don't have to worry about that sort of thing. Everybody here is like, what are you talking about? You could probably guess. Kyle Sommer says, Symphonic, what is your cruise speed? My cruise speed right now is 261.5 indicated airspeed, Kyle, or 478 in ground speed. That's probably more what you wanted. Pilot Rick says, Coca-Cola looked much more crisp back in the 90s. It did, didn't it? I agree. I agree, Pilot Rick. Pilot Rick, I'm so looking forward to seeing you and the others at Flight Sim Expo here in 5 weeks. Pilot Rick, can you believe it's 5 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks, and we're going to have an orange whip together. I'm going to be able to see your futures, Mrs. Pilot Rick. Right? Get to meet her. Have you warned her about me? Have you? You probably should before I meet her. You should probably warn her. But I'm looking forward to seeing you and the future Mrs. Pilot Rick, along with many others. I know Maple will be there. Coca-Cola has lost its cola flavor recently. TJ, you might want to check yourself out. You might have COVID. Let's see here. What else we got? WinWing is doing a great job. I agree, Pilot Rick. I've got some exciting news about WinWing. I'm going to talk about maybe after the bio break here. What do you think? Somebody remind me about that. Got some good news. CFF 121 says MSFS 2024 still has a lot of glitches. It does, even after Sim Update 2. And I hear it is quite a few if you have Sim Update 3, especially if you're trying to fly with this plane and some of the others. Boeing 777 says, Symphonic, hopefully I'll be able to make it to the FS Expo in 2026. Very nice. I'd hope it'll be in Vegas. I'm sure it'll be in Vegas at some point. They started in Vegas, and they were in Vegas, of course, last year. You know they're going to make the rounds. Carlos Robles says, hopefully I'll see everyone at FS Expo 2026 as well. I can't make it to this one. That'd be awesome, Carlos. I'd love to see you and see Boeing 777 and all the rest that can't make it this year. I saw quite a few during the Houston Expo, which would have been 2023. And got to see Q8 Pilot. How many of you know Q8 Pilot? Somebody drop in an exclamation Q8. Love that guy. I've been a huge fan of his ever since I got into XP. Back when Microsoft Flight Simulator wasn't a thing anymore because Microsoft ditched them, and now they brought it back. We've got Julia Raquel is in here. Hello, Julia. Good to see one of our sisters in here. And she says hi. Hi, Julia. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Always good to see our female friends in here. One more than Bunny. Carlos says hi, Julia. Well, I think... Oh, you know what? I forgot to zoom out. So we're going to go to 40. So if we have 20 in the middle there, we know we have a 40-mile radius. We're going to go over to the right on the first officer. We're going to go to 80 here. And we'll know that because we have a 40 here. And let's look at our progress. Julia says, France to Spain. Absolutely, Julia. That's what we are doing, and we are loving it. And we don't have our top of descent here yet because we're not even close. We're not even close, Clark. We got a ways to go. In fact, if you see land, we're going to be landing, if we anticipate we'll be landing at 11:14 Zulu, so that gives us an indication. We still have an hour and 17 minutes before we get to our destination. So we've got a lot more fun to have with all of you, and I'm going to be right back, friends. Go get yourself a Fresca. And Julia says, I'm from Portugal. Well, welcome. We welcome you. Everybody say hello to Julia. I know a few of you already have. Good to have you here. Captain Red Sky, giving a little shout out to you. And let's see here. Pilot Rex says, day before the expo, I'll be at the National Space and Air Museum. Oh, nice. At Dulles Airport, introducing my aviation hobby to my fiance. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, friends, I will be right back. Now, don't you go anywhere, friends. You got 29 of you in here. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, you haven't done this, there's a little button down below. It looks like this. If you wouldn't mind doing that, that gets us out to even more friends. And we just want to get as many of you all in with the family here. And we do appreciate it. See some newcomers tonight. It's good to see you all, Julie and others. And we are doing the Air France. Air France. And we're making our way over to Spain. And I'll be right back with all of you. Don't you go anywhere, because I'm going to talk about WINWING and some exciting things coming from that, and a little bit about FS Expo, because I'll be there. Some of you will be there, and I'll definitely be streaming from there. Give you all first hand that can't make it through my camera view anyway. And anyway, I'll talk about that when I get back. Well, there's more to happen. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I just got all excited. Okay, be right back.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now.
All right, friends, thanks for sticking around. Had to chat with Mrs. Symphonetic, and my son had an intramural swim meet. It's just like within his own team, so had to see how he did and all that, because they just got home when I went upstairs to take a bio break. And so anyway, friends, thanks for sticking around. And so good to be back with you. So I have some things to talk about. So WINWING has actually asked us to be, in terms of our channel and yours truly, to be an ambassador for WINWING, which means it's taken like the partnership to a new level. I'm not sure what all it entails. They're putting it together. It's like a new thing that they're doing, I guess. And so my WINWING, one of my WINWING contacts reached out to me yesterday or last night or the day before. I don't know. It all blends together anymore. And asked if we would be interested in that. And I said, yeah, but what's involved? And they said, well, we're putting some stuff together. And I did confirm the mag switch is coming. They just have some logistics things. It's not due to tariffs, by the way. I thought maybe the tariffs was the holdup. It's not the tariffs. But there are some things that they're doing for logistics, getting stuff out. So I do have a care package that is coming. I just am still waiting for that. And hopefully we'll get that soon. And then I can do a video on installing it on the PAP3, which I'm looking forward to. Where, again, the mag switch is basically when you enable the magnetics. It's like auto throttle magnetic switch. I didn't mention auto throttle. Mag switch. What's a mag switch? What's a mag switch, Symphonetic? It's the auto throttle switch. It'll actually stay up. And then you map your joystick button or your, some button on one of your controllers. And it'll actually just, when you disable the auto throttle, it'll actually physically drop the auto throttle switch down magically. So, and it looks like it's really easy to install, so I'll be doing a video on that. And I did ask about a discount code for all of you. They don't have anything in place for that yet. They did say something about, well, maybe we could do some sort of like, gift or something like that for your crew. And so I said, well, I'm all ears. I'm sure all of you would be all ears. So I'll have to figure out more details on that. I didn't get anything specific yet on that, but we'll watch for it. TJ Turner says, when I went to WinWing's website, they don't even mention you. Yeah, they have stuff. They have stuff. Not, they don't mention a lot of their partners actually right now, TJ. So they do have us mentioned with a post of my setup. If you go to their, it's not on the shorts. They might have a short coming. I gave them a video, but there is a short that I think they're working on. But they do have a post of my cockpit setup. If you go to their posts, and you'll see SimFanatic there. So. Let's see here. Buckle Buddy says, TJ, maybe they will in the future. Yeah. I don't think they really mention anyone specifically on their site. They might. I mean, they have several different streamers and stuff that they have on there, but I mean, they call them out. But let's see here. Owls, what's up, Owls? What's up? Owl says, yo, welcome, Owls. Good to see you. Let's see here. Pilot Rank, they do a lot of stuff through social media, and so not much on their site. Exactly. Yeah, they had some other social media posts too, and that is absolutely correct, Pilot Rick. And Buddy says that's normal. But talking about ProDeskSim, if you go to ProDeskSim, you'll see our logo on ProDeskSim. And actually, speaking of ProDeskSim, check this out. Hold on. So I just got this in the mail, unsolicited, a package. I haven't even opened it yet. It says Fragile. See? It says Fragile right there. Fragile. And so I thought, well, maybe what I would do is I'd open it up with all of you tonight and see what's in here. Can I get this camera? Let me see if I can get this camera going here. I'm sure I can. Go over here. And let's see, I'll use the Bravo camera. Let's do this. Y'all see this? All right. Up. Okay, so let's open this up. Let's open this up together, shall we? It's almost like Christmas. Talk about fragile. It's a bomb. Let's hope not, Bun. All right. What could it be? It's something new. All right. Shit. I need my scissors. Hold on. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, well, is this big? This isn't big enough. Hold on. Let me adjust this. Okay, is that better? There we go. Okay. So it is they say it's like a $227 value. That when they send it to me, and I didn't even ask for this, but it's like perfect timing. I don't know if they probably were lurking and they saw that we were streaming the 737 MAX 8, because I think it's that. Oh yeah, here. If I can read, new ProDeskSim B737 Ultra and the B737 Max. Does that say full? Max full. So there you go. I think they probably saw me streaming the new iFly 737 MAX 8. Let's see. A model? I don't know. It could be a model, Bunny. For the first time in front of all of you, and I'll do a video of this, but more goodies from our good friends over at ProDeskSim. And I do, by the way, many of you probably watch the I've done. They sent the Airbus A319 through 321 add-on for your Bravo throttle quadrant, and it is a delight. So we got some more plates, which you can see right there for the Bravo. So this would be for like your speed brake, and of course right here on this side, you can see that that is going to be for your flaps. Set that right over there. King Cobra. There you go. So Pilot Rick said, I just got mine in the mail a week ago. It's very nice. Works good. A bit sturdy. Nice. Holy shnikes. Look at this thing. Oh. Now, if my Bravo only worked, you know, because I talk about this. Like some of you, I've got like this first generation. I pre-ordered my Bravo right there. And so there's little tiny wires in the access controls. And that's going to potentially be a problem because these switches here. Okay, I don't want to push it because I got to pull out and then up. There we go. Out and up. That's cool. So I might have to get, what do you think, Pilot Rick and all? Do I need to get a new Bravo throttle quadrant or try to fix mine so the little wires in there I can do the fuel? That's pretty cool. You're hoping for something cool. This is cool, buddy. What we got down here? Nice construction. You're right, Pilot Rick. I am impressed with the construction. It's nice and solid. Okay, I'm going to have to spend $300 on a new Bravo throttle quadrant so it works. I would try to fix this one, but I want to have another one just as a backup in case I F it up. And then I've got several of these speed brakes and flaps already, and the thing I like about these is there's actually spring action in these, and you can see this from, if I go over here, it's kind of the same thing. But if you notice here, if I want to do, if you can see this, you can pull up. It's all spring loaded, and there's little notches here on these. What would you call these, Pilot Rick? Would you call these like access? I don't know. What would you call them? I don't know. What do you call them? Access plates, maybe? Gates. There you go, Delt. Gates. So that comes with that. So that's kind of cool. Delt, do you have this? Look at this. Well, at least it's different. Are the levers in the Max 8 actually white? I have no idea. Okay, I clearly got to be smarter than the bag. I can't get into it, Captain. Okay, let's open this up here. We'll use the old scissors method. JJ says yes. They are? They're all white? Nice. I'm guessing they were... Look at that. Ooh, these are actually very... They keep up in their game. This is like nice and smooth. It's almost smooth as a baby's butt. Look at that. Can you see that? It's like super duper smooth. There's like no lines from like 3D printing. They're upping their game. There's a switch here. Right there, there's a switch. Obviously, you have your toga switch. Or no, that's an auto throttle disengage switch. So if you have the mag switch, that would actually disable. We were talking about the PAP3 earlier. The reversers, again, don't work with my Bravo because the damn wire on the Bravo doesn't work. But this, wow, Pilot Rick, I will agree with you, man. This is, oh my gosh, look at this. They even say ProDeskSim. Can you see that? There's like this the name right there embedded. They're upping their game, friends. They're taking it to the next level. They even have a sticker here. What does this say? I don't have my contacts in. Auto, what does it say? Auto takeoff. Huh. Very sharp. Wow. I'm impressed. You got your engine 1 and 2. Del, do you have these? I'm impressed. That is, damn it. I'm gonna have to get a new Bravo. And this is, I don't know, what do they charge for this? This thing's like 100 and, just for the fuel things. So this would like mount. Well, then I'd have to take off my mouse pad thing because it would mount underneath here. So I could do, so it'd mount underneath the Bravo so that I could essentially do that. So, all right, well, I'm going to have to get, that is cool. Fancy. Well, thank you, ProDeskSim, if you're out there watching. They must have seen me do the... They must have seen us fly the iFly 737 MAX 8 because I didn't even ask for this. Next thing I know, I had an email saying from UPS and from them that a package is on its way, and then here it goes. But if you go out there, TJ Turner, they actually have our logo on there since you're looking. That's cool. I can't figure out how to get this all back in the box, but... So we'll check that out in the next flight with the iFly 737 MAX 8, friends. How about that? Thank you, ProDeskSim. We'll check it out. I'll give you my unadulterated, honest opinion. And right now, my opinion is it looks pretty damn cool. I'll actually do a video on this, too, when I get it all set up on the actual Bravo. But now I got to buy a new Bravo. Shoot. It's costing me money. I got go buy a new Bravo throttle quadrant. Hey, Pilot Rick or Delgam, do they still have those on sale, by the way? Let me go ahead and shrink that camera for now. There we go. But yeah, pretty cool. They do not, CP says. Okay, no sale. Bummer. I did, by the way, I got my orange whip, friends. Look at this, we have 38 in here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. Maybe they got they got kind of interested in the old unboxing of the ProDeskSim. Everybody, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you all. Cheers. Did you all get your orange whip? Excuse me. Is there a new Bravo? Not as far as I know. I just need a new Bravo because my Bravo is the first generation. This was the second run of the pre-order of the Bravo throttle quadrant. If you go back and look, I've got a video from 2021 or whenever it came out, and I just received it and I did an unboxing. It was actually around the time we started doing this live streaming bit, and a lot of you, I showed how to configure it, how to get the LED lights to work, how to do set up the different controls and stuff like that. Kind of actually was kind of the kickoff of the channel. I started with that and got a lot of views from it, and been a fan ever since. JJ Stevens says, look on Discord in general. Okay. Just got the buy button already. Got my tea. There you go, CP. Nice. Just hit the buy button already. There you go. I got to hit the buy button. Actually, it's on Sporties. Isn't it like $275 on Sporties? Let's check it out. They have them on Amazon. Let's check out Sporties. Actually, I'm just going to type in regular Google, just buy the Bravo. Let's see what it says. Okay, so, $300 from Best Buy. Oh, Sporties is now at $300. Great. Great. Oh, you can buy them again off of Fly Honeycomb. So you can buy them again. And I'm going to tell you right now, friends, I still, out of all the Honeycomb stuff, I would ever suggest with open arms is the Honeycomb Bravo. It is still the best buy, the most versatile. Nobody really can compete yet, in my opinion, for all what it does. It has the autopilot. It has the landing gear. It's got a trim wheel. You have all these add-on accessories you can get with it. What? Okay, that looks great. But I mean, like with the ProDeskSim stuff, and then Flight Sim Mods also has add-on levers and stuff like that. But like all the stuff that you can put on it, I mean, they started off with the Alpha flight controls, and that was great. I say great. Yeah, it's good. I wouldn't say it's great. I'll retract the great statement. But it is the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant. I don't think there's anyone in here. Is there anyone in here that would deny the fact that it's probably one of the best pieces and most versatile pieces of hardware you can get for your flight simming gear? I mean, you've got the autopilot, you've got the landing gear, you've got the trim wheel, you've got all the add-on accessories you can do, and it's just you can do like a single engine, you can do complex, you can do a commercial flight with it. It is honestly so well thought out, as Carlos says, the best. The Bravo revolutionized flight simming. Absolutely, Pilot Rick. I cannot say enough about it. I know some of you may have the Velocity 1. I don't have that. I haven't tried it. I've heard good things about it. But the Bravo did, as Pilot Rick said, it did really revolutionize flight simming. Actually, it was kind of that first thing, wasn't it, Pilot Rick? And then all of a sudden, everybody started jumping into flight simming. One of the big things that happened with the flight simming community, and I said from the start, let's welcome our Xbox simmers into the flight simming community because it's just going to get it out there more. And it did. And hey, we've got Fly Danube just subscribed. Fly Danube, welcome to the Flight Sim family. If you're in chat, sometimes people sub while we're doing this and they're watching a video. But if you're in the stream and in chat, there he is. Fly Danube is here. Welcome, Fly Danube. Everybody say welcome. Welcome to the SimFan family. We're glad to have you, my friend. Thank you for joining our family here, brother. Appreciate it. But as I was saying, yeah, it's like the most versatile, great piece of hardware. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, mate. And I am, some people wonder, are you a real pilot? I am a real pilot. I'm not a commercial pilot. I'm just a general aviation recreational pilot, PPL. I'm actually not even current right now. I got to get current. But I'll tell you what, I do love this piece of hardware. It is, if anybody ever came up to me, and I've had many of you ask me, like, Sim, what's the one thing that you would suggest and recommend getting? Okay, first of all, you have to have a flight stick. You have to have a yoke. Before the Bravo throttle quadrant, you don't be flying in Flight Simulator with one of these, okay? I'm just going to tell you. My son was doing that, and I'm like, T, this is driving me absolutely crazy. And then shout out to Q8 Pilot. Q8 Pilot actually gifted to my son when we were at FS Expo in Houston. He gifted my son the TCA Boeing yoke. Yeah, I know. I'm not even that good. But anyway, so first things first, you need at least a flight stick, right? And WINWING has a wonderful flight stick. It's called the Ursa Minor. It's actually modeled after the Airbus aircraft, like the A319 through 321. The sensors, it's got a bunch of buttons that are different shaped. I love it. It's a great product. I had the T1600M from Thrustmaster. I would say it's better than that. And I'm not saying that because you know, WINWING's so great and partners with us. I am saying that because I actually do like it better. The other thing I would say is once you have an actual either yoke or flight stick, right? The next thing you need to go with is the Bravo. Best thing you could ever buy. Don't even worry about rudder pedals at this point. Get the Bravo throttle quadrant and just buy it. Now, $300, I get it. That's a lot of money to a lot of us, right? That's a lot of money to a lot of us. And so if you can't afford it, that's okay. You know, you could go with like the Velocity 1, although I don't know how much cheaper that is. Another one is like SciTech. SciTech makes a 3-axis, and you can actually buy 2 of them so you can have 6-axis. That's what this Bravo one is. This is a 6-axis controller, so you can actually get 2 SciTech. I honestly, the SciTech is so cheap, though. Like the sensors, it'll like, if you don't get a big enough dead zone, like within your access settings within Microsoft Flight Simulator, you'll be flying along and all of a sudden your throttles will like kick up like 10% or something like that because it's very fidgety. The resolution isn't that great. Resolution is really good with the Bravo. It's not like the best resolution. There's definitely products out there that are better in terms of resolution sensitivity when you're doing the throttle controls. I'm just going to tell you, though, for $300, you couldn't beat it. And like I said, there's the add-ons for ProDeskSim. There's the add-ons from our friends at Flight Sim Mods that you can do. You can make it your Piper plane. You can make it your Boeing plane like we're doing tonight. And it's just so versatile. It's a wonderful piece of hardware. And we have, speaking of Flight Sim Mods, we have Mr. Oz Flight Simmer, mate. What's up, Shane? Welcome, Shane, and I see there's 43 in here. Thank you, Shane, for joining. It's good to see you. He says, yes, there is a new Bravo Light releasing at Christmas. And there are 2 versions of the original Bravo, and what TJ mentioned, the Vimeo Cessna throttles out at the end of the year. Thank you for that, Oz Flight Simmer. Everybody do a shout-out to our good friend Shane. How's it going? Shane? Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Welcome, Shane. It's good to see you, my friend. Look at Maple Leaf is all excited now, Shane. You're here. By the way, next week, Shane, I know I keep changing the times because I've got a lot of family stuff, and I know you get it. You're a family man. So my daughter has graduation. In fact, we're gonna be preparing stuff for that party tomorrow. So things are gonna be mixed up a little bit. We're doing Thursday right now because she had baccalaureate last night. Next week, Shane, if you're still up for it, I think it's gonna actually work out. She's got she's gonna be doing a competition to hopefully be selected. She was selected as one of 40 girls in the state of Iowa to compete, there's one of 40 guys, and if she gets selected, she will be going to New York City and potentially be able to be on Broadway for a production. So she's really excited about that. Nervous, stressed. She says she isn't, but I know she is. But anyway, she's going to be performing at the Civic Center in Des Moines, which is really cool. They have Broadway shows that go through there. So we'll be at that next Thursday. But Shane, if you're still up for it, we're planning on doing a joint live stream. So we can do a joint live stream with that cheeky bugger. And our plan is to do the newly released, or I should say newly updated, Just Flight Piper aircraft that are now fully compatible with 2024. And we did do a flight in that. And by the way, from our good friends over at Flight Sim Mods, I was just talking about the add-ons for the Bravo throttle quadrant, and they have sent us the Piper controls. And so one of you asked me, like, Sim, what is your favorite, or what would you suggest as a great Just Flight airplane now that they have them out for 2024? And I had to go with the Piper Aero Turbo. I think the Piper Aero Turbo for me would be the. Now I learned I got my real life PPL. I learned that on the Warrior. I do have the Warrior, but I have to say the Aero. Because I just like having retractable landing gear, so I can use the Bravo. It's just more stuff to do, and it's fun. And you got the, the variable pitch prop, and you've got the turbocharge. I do like the turbocharge. So that would probably be my suggestion, but they're all good. I like them all. What do you think, Shane? What's your favorite Just Flight plane for the Piper series? We have a 20% discount on all Piper controls and trim wheels, which finishes in a few hours. Oh. Does that work with our link? Somebody type in exclamation FSM, would you? Does it work with that, Shane, or not? Because I think that's at 12%, and that's an always ongoing thing, the exclamation FSM. But we appreciate our good friend, Mr. Ors Flight Simmer is in the house. What's up? I try to embarrass him. Actually, what ends up happening is I just embarrass myself, so it just backfires. And look at that, Mr. Ors Flight Simmer, member for 24 months. Has it really been 2 years, Shane? You've been dealing with me for 2 years? Well, I'll tell you what, Shane, thank you for that continued support. Everybody give a shout out to our good friend, Ors Flight Simmer. Actually, you know what you're getting from me, Ors Flight Simmer? Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. You know what's coming. I'm going to drop you some emojis right now. Here we go. Run Shane. I'm going to give him some blue skies. He doesn't drink orange webs, by the way. Well, not our kind of orange webs, but here, Shane. This is just from me to you. And I'm only going to give you one. There you go, buddy. He knows what I just did. You all know what I just did. All right. Well, Shane, thank you again for the 2 years of your continuing. And by the way, friends, I just have to hand it to this guy. He's amazing. Good friend. I really appreciate his support. He's plugged our stream. I know many of you have actually been regulars because of Shane. That came over. We had Vruden over here, and I've told this story before, but Vruden, I don't know if you're still with us. I see original Mr. Happy flying around the F-14. Did we lose Vruden? Is he still here lurking? But Vruden went over to Shane's stream a couple years ago, in fact, and said, hey, Shane, Ors Flight Simmer, you need to check out the SimFanatic channel. This guy's, he's sort of good. Well, he's something. I don't know if he's sort of good. I don't see Vruden actually saying, like, having actually a compliment, but he said something that got you over here, Shane. And it's been history ever since, and you've been a good friend. And we actually, I was able to return the favor during FS Expo last year and got you involved with me in a live stream, doing a dual live stream. We talked about, doing that next week, and hopefully a lot of you can join us. We do get that set up for Wednesday, and I think that can happen as long as Shane's still game. And as long as I don't change it on him again. Thank you, Pilot Rick, for dropping in the orange whips and the logo there. And Bunny says no clue. Yeah. And Maple, you are a regular. You are a regular, my friend. Here's your gold star, Maple. Hey, somebody drop in exclamation top hours. I think Maple's been here this whole time, Bunny, so I don't think you've gained on him at all. You're just feeling sympathy for him, so you let him get ahead. And Brett Plays is here. Oh yeah, that's exactly right, Brett. Bruton would give 6 for the effort, right? He's always given the 6 rating on the landings. To see how I do tonight on that, by the way. No promises. I don't know how that's going to go. And Brett, you're more than welcome to join us too on Wednesday if you're available, my friend. Talked about that, Shane, about Brett. We could do a triple live stream. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's see here. Okay, so now we got our top of descent. So we're at 96 nautical miles away. So that's at approximately 10:47 Zulu. And so if we look at our sundial over here, really? We're only 12 miles away from that? Holy shnikes. What the hell happened to the night? All of a sudden it's like done. Kyle, somebody, what's our intercept for runway? What's our runway? Route information right below. 32 right. Okay. I gotta bring up Navigraph charts. I've been talking too much as usual. How long is this flight? It's a longer flight. We're just doing one leg. It's about, well, the block time, Captain Red Sky, was about 2 hours and 5 minutes. All right, so let's see. We're landing in Spain in, let's see, LEMD and 32 right. So ILS, we're landing the 32 right, ILS. Intercepting is 5,000 feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop. By the way, as I mentioned, Shane, the WINWING PAP 3 and PFP is not compatible yet, and I know you know that because I asked my contact at WINWING last night about it because I thought, oh, there was an update, maybe it works. It didn't work, so then I asked the contact, I'm like, what? When is the SimMap Pro going to be compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and the 777-200ER? And they said in a few weeks, their programmers are working hard on it. And he goes, funny you asked that. Oz Flight Simmer asked that just recently as well. Good to know we're in the same mind week. And we've got $10 dono dropped. Pilot Rick, thank you so much for the $10 dono. I appreciate it, my brother, my pal, my friend. There's some hearts for you. Everybody give a shout out to our good friend, Pilot Rick. Thank you for that $10 dono, Pilot Rick. And don't worry, I'm not going to dance. Only Shane dances now. I've bestowed that upon Shane. Now he's doing all these shuffles every stream. No, he's actually not doing that. I completely lied at that. But hey, thank you so much again, Pilot Rick, for the $10 dono. And oh my gosh, look at this. Johnny Mon dropping in, following up with the $10 dono himself. Johnny Mon, you guys are the best, man. Thank you so much, Johnny Mon, for the $10 dono. Give it up. I gotta get some orange whips and some blue skies to these guys. And I'm gonna see you guys and have some real orange whips. We're at FS Expo. Here's some STDs. That one's for you, Pilot Rick. And this one is for you, Johnny Mon. Oops, I gave you a lot of STDs. Don't read into that. All right. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for your kind and generous contributions and continued support. I appreciate it, my friends. Thank you so much. Again, thank you. And Johnny Mon, also a member for 2 years, says Providence, baby. Bitch and Betty's going to say Providence Betty right here, right now, in just a moment. Here we go. Listen to her. She's going to talk right now.
Providence, baby.
There she is. I got to get the timing on that. Like, it's like, what is it, like a 20-second delay or something? But Johnny Mon, thank you so much for that. Here, I got to do the thumbs up. And he concurs with Pilot Rick. And, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's see. No Microsoft at this year's Expo. I know, right? That's a damn shame. I don't know if they thought they would catch a bunch of heat on the 2024 release or what's going on with that, Shane. I don't know. Do you know why it is? Why they're not showing up, Shane? Maybe you heard. Oh my goodness gracious me. Chipper Sneeze, you didn't. You didn't. Chipper Sneeze dropping in $24 dono. Chipper Sneeze, dude. Guys, thank you. Thank you, Chipper.
Blue skies all smile.
Blue skies all. Chipper Sneeze, thank you so much. And Chipper, see, I know why you did that dono, Chipper, because you wanted to see a symphonetic shuffle. You wanted it, and now you're going to get it. No, I'm kidding. It's like the last thing Chipper Sneeze wants. Chipper Sneeze, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, everybody. See, like Johnny Mon already did. Hell of a guy, by the way. Captain Red Sky with the blue skies. Too much backlash by the rig. Thank you so much, Chipper Sneeze. You're a gentleman in the scalasa. There you go. Orange Webs, STDs, and blue skies to you. Thank you so much. Hell, here we go. Here are the symphonetic shuffles. Would you rather have them static like that? I think you would. And Marion says no. Wait. I can do this part, Marion. No. There we go. That's all I'll do. Slow-mo, right? Son of a bitch. Dalgam! Oh, baby.
It's contagious SimFan, baby.
So awesome of you, Del. Thank you so much. Dalgam now dropping in a... What are you guys doing? You gone crazy. You just went all darn crazy. Dalgam, thank you so much. Thank you, Marion, for giving Del some orange whips. Del, thank you so much. You guys are the oh my, what is going on? People are going crazy. Delgam, $25. You want the symphonetic shuffle, don't you? Did you do that for Marion Harris to get this? Dude, no. We had enough of that, didn't we? Del, brother, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. You've been a longtime follower, subscriber. You've helped out with so much with the last expo. Dude, you are a gem, and I do appreciate it greatly, Delt. Blue Skies, my friend, thank you so much for that $25 dono. You guys are the bomb. You guys, I mean, I am humbled. You guys are too kind. I really appreciate it very, very much. Very, very much. You know, this, I get enough reward just being with all of you, and I do mean that. And those of you that have been with us for a while, you know I mean that. But it does definitely, it's definitely appreciated, you know. And I know Mrs. Symphonetic appreciates that because I know what you guys are doing. You're just contributing to me getting a new a new Bravo, right? No, but I do appreciate it so much. Delt, Johnny Mon, hell of a guy, by the way, and Captain Red Sky dropping in a $5 dono. Don't worry, Captain Red Sky. I'm not going to forget about you, my friend. And here's a love to you, Captain Red Sky. And you've been a regular, always pumping up the likes. Let's give it up to Captain Red Sky for dropping in the $5 dono. Thank you, Captain Red Sky, as well. And don't want to forget to give you your due. And you know what? I won't drop you any SCDs. I'll drop in some blue skies and some orange whips for you. Thank you so much as well, Captain Red Sky, for the $5 donos. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, all of you. Pilot Rick, Johnny Mon, and, of course, Chipper Sneeze, Delt Gam, and Captain Red Sky. And, again, all of you, all the rest of you that are here watching, appreciate you just as much. And thank you all, friends. Thank you. You humble me. You humble me. No, thank you, Captain Red Sky. Cheers, brothers. Cheers. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Right? You guys make me want to go refresh my eggnog. And where the hell was I? Are we descending yet? No, we're not. We got to be getting close to top of descent. Top of descent, 31 nautical miles. What do you think, JJ? You think I'm going to nail the landing tonight? Who's going to score our landings? Who's going to score the landings? Ols Flight Simmer, you think I got a chance? Do I dare try to do his accent, friends? Or am I going to fail if I try it? What do you think? No? I had LRM. Thank you, Bats. I had LRM. I started it before I even got into the cockpit, brother. I started it before I even got into the cockpit. I 4 times caught up with y'all. Awesome, JJ. Boeing 777 says back. I was AFK. Got it. Got it. Got to get it. Did our tune stop? What's going on? They did. Oh, nope, that's all right. Oh, here. Oh, wait, I'm trying to. There we go. Okay. Delgam says, "What's whip of choice tonight, Simfanatic?" Oh, Delt. You know what? I'm going with a little. Have you ever heard of Rebel, Delt? The Rebel bourbon. I have a. I got to be careful with it though, Delt, because it's called Rebel 100. It'll knock you on your butt pretty quick. So I've been trying to play it easy and cool tonight and pace myself. But I'm doing the Rebel 100, Delt. Don't know if you ever heard of that. You know, they at our Hy-Vee, Delt, have you heard of Hy-Vee? Hy-Vee is a grocery store chain. They're kind of pricey, but they've got some pretty good deals when it comes to their wine and spirits. But anyway, how many of you have heard of Jefferson's Ocean? Anybody heard of Jefferson's Ocean bourbon? So what they do is they have bourbon barrels that they put on ships. They're actually out at sea, and they'll put them in barrels, and they'll just be stored in ships. And so, they have different humidity because the ships are going cross Atlantic, cross Pacific. And you have, with the waves and everything, you have it swish in the barrels that mixes it up rather than it sitting just steady in a rick house. And they do it for a number of years. The shit's expensive. It's like $90, $85 for one 750 milliliter bottle. They have right now, and I don't know, I think Mrs. Simfanatic would kick my butt if I bought them. But they have two bottles for, I think it's two bottles for $90. So what do you all think? Should I go grab a couple bottles of it? I'm very tempted. The sale goes through Saturday, Delt, so I got to get it by Saturday. JJ Stevens says, I get a handicap on my landing. I just had surgery. Oh, on Paymeds. Oh, man, how's it going, JJ? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Hopefully all's good. Boeing 777 says, all right, Simfanatic, I have to hop off here as it's past 3 a.m. I forgot where you're at. For me, I'll see you. Where are you at? Are you at no, not Netherlands. Where are you at? I can't remember. Are you in? No, you wouldn't be in England. Are you in England? I can't remember. But no problem. It's great to have you in here, Boeing 777. Thank you for joining. We'll see if we can't do the Rolls Royce. I almost said Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. We'll see if we can't do the Rolls Royce triple start. Yeah, it's like no, anyway. What is it, L111 or whatever? Anyway, we'll see if we can do a dual engine start. I am falling apart. Again, apparently the Rebel 100 has hit me Delt rapidly. Okay, anyway, so again, do a shout out to Boeing 777. We're glad you've been with us. We'll see you soon, my friend. We got Emmett the Nemesis in the house, friends. Emmett, how's you doing? Good to see you. I'm a Proper Geezer is in the house. Well, how's it going? I'm a Proper Geezer. We've got, let's see here. Travel the Caribbean is also in the house. Everybody, welcome. Travel the Caribbean. Let's see here. Travel the Caribbean says, you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the stream, Simfanatic, as I am officially on summer break this coming fall. And I'll be a sophomore in high school. Well, welcome. We love our younger crowd here. Welcome, Travel the Caribbean. It's good to have you, my friend. You've been here before. And we're glad to have you, and we look forward to having you here more often than not. Welcome, Travel. That's great to see. Emmett says, I forgot you were on tonight. Yeah, we pushed it. I don't know if you heard this, Emmett, but I had to push the stream to Thursday because my daughter had baccalaureate last night. She's graduating from high school. She's going off. She's going to spread her wings and fly. And she's going to a university in Michigan for musical theater, my friend. So we pushed the stream to Thursday. And by the way, I think we might have Ols Flight Simmer and us doing a joint live stream at the same time next week. Details to be firmed up, but I think I'm pretty solidified on that. And Shane's just going, yeah, whatever, Simfanatic, because you keep switching the plans. But I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel about a 90-10 on this, by the way. As long as Shane gives me confirmation that he's available, because he's a family man, Johnny Mon, hell of a guy. Maple Leaf says, almost done with junior year, just tomorrow to go, then I'm a senior. Oh, my gosh. Is that true? My gosh, Maple. Well, congratulations. We've begun our top of descent, and we are descending through 32,200 feet for 5,000 feet. That will be our intercept. And the thing I like about the 777 aircraft, whether it's the 200, the 300, or the freighter, the ILS automatically is programmed. In fact, if we go over here, we go to iNetRef, you will be able to see that we've got, we're going to go ahead and plug this in right now, so it's just done. And I need to go to performance, I think. Where am I at? Where was it at? I can't remember. Nav radio. So you can see the VOR. It's already plugged in here. ILS is 109.10, course 323. So all that's automatically selected. It's almost like we're in the Phoenix Airbus, right? What did he blame me for? Okay, Johnny Mine says, that's so funny. It only took SimFan Oz Flight Simmer a year to do a joint stream again. Almost a year, I know. And it's all Oz Flight Simmer's fault, as he said in chat right there. That's how I read it. That's how I read it anyway. Silver mother killer in the house, friends. Give it up to Silva. Silva, what's up? Probably on his way from working. Silver, how's it going? Good to have you here. We've got a bunch of the crowd in here for the usual suspects, Silva. JJ Stevens, Johnny Mon, Maple Leaf, Buckle Bunny, Brett Plays, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer himself. We've got Kyle Summers, Richard Clark just dropping in. Welcome, Richard. JJ Stevens, Emmett the Nemesis, Delt Gam, of course. Delt Gam, what's up? I'm a proper geezer. We also have Bats. Bats, how the hell did I miss you earlier? Did you? I know you asked me about LRM, but were you late to the show? It's like the first time you've been late. Speaking of being late, where the hell has Aces been? Has anybody seen Aces down? Are we going to have to, like, text him or something? Maybe we'll just leave him alone. Doug Camp says, what's up? I'm a proper geezer says, oh, God, I've got blood coming out of my ears, eyes, and nose. There you go. It's good to see you, Silver Killer. And, yeah, I unboxed a new ProDeskSim thing they sent me. And it's a lovely add-on. I've got to get a working Bravo. And we talked about flight sim mods. We're going to be doing a joint live stream. The plan is next week with the new Piper aircraft that's now 2024 fully compatible. And do check out Flight Sim Mods. Somebody drop in an exclamation FSM. There's a 20% discount. Did Shane ever answer my question on the if the link that we have works? Or is he doing this completely outside of us to circumvent our discount code? Thank you, Delt. But do check it out. It is great products. And I like them. They're full 1-to-1 ratio. They feel good in the hand, if you will. It's kind of like the old saying, flight sim levers. How does it go? I'm going to mess this up now. I shouldn't even go here. 2 of the levers in the bush are worth 1 in the hand. That isn't how it goes. How does that Confucius saying go? Somebody's going to be like, Symphonic, it's that you got it way off. You're completely way off. I knew I'd screw that up, Brett. Richard Clark is like, sub, Delt. I'm going to have to refill my eggnog, Brett. Damn you. I don't know, but it's your fault. Somehow, some way. It's your fault. Lost Flight Simmer says, you can click your link for sure, but the discount are not stackable. If we did, we would be eating noodles for the next year. So if they did the link, though, would they only get 12% or would they get 20%? That's what I'm wondering. Is it 20% automatic? So if they click the link, that's a good point. If they click the link, it still works as 20%. Is that right? If they get it, they get 20. Oh well, look at you. He's thought of everything, friends. Right here, Shane. Shane, the Oz Flight Simmer. He's got it all, friends. He's got it all. He's he's a gentleman and a scholar. Well, we appreciate that, Shane. Do check it out, friends. So we come in here. Do I have time to go grab an orange whip? I think I do. Yeah, I'm gonna go. you know, the night's young. I just started. I don't have to work tomorrow. So I could probably be talked into playing Call of Duty tonight, but maybe not. I could eat Dino Nuggets and fall asleep and end up in Maple's Couch Victims channel, which you all are aware of because Maple passes out. As soon as it's like 9:30, he's out. And we throw his ass in the in the Couch Victims channel in Discord. Do check out Discord, by the way. This is like scratching the surface, and Us Flight Simmer also has a great Discord server as well. Brett, you have a Discord server, right? Of course you do. Top hours. Did we lose money? Did money drop off and I missed it? Maple will continue to like get. Oh, look at that. I need a short bio as well. Let's do a short bio, friends, and grab yourself an orange whip. I still have a few minutes before we get. Let me see. How far are we out? Let's see. Hey, better. Let's see, 11:14. Oh yeah, we got time. Let's take a couple-minute break. I'll be right back because I do need a bio as well. Make me one. I'll get you one, JJ. Anyone else need one? Anyone else? Orange whip? Anyone? I'll send the stewardess back, or steward or stewardess, or both back there. Get you set up with something nice, some good bourbon, like maybe some Jefferson's Ocean, all right? I'll be right back, friends. Duckham, I got you covered, buddy. Got you covered. We'll get it back there for you. All right, friends, let's take a couple minutes and just do a quick bio. Grab yourself a refresher, maybe a little bit of a snack, and I'll be right back, friends. Don't go anywhere because we're going to land. We're going to do a landing challenge. Be right back. All right, did you all get your orange whips? That's my question. All right, friends, back with you. Let's see, making our approach in for the ILS. And I'll put the route information right below here for a moment. And there you can see it right down there, right there. Route information. So we're coming in at 3-2 right. We're going to intercept the ILS at 5,000 feet. And we will be making our approach. Hopefully a great approach. Hopefully a uneventful approach. I know, Emmett, you're hoping for an uneventful approach along with JJ. Because you all want to see me land perfectly. Right, Richard? Nobody wants to see me land and crash except for Bats. Now, Captain Howdy was in here. He would certainly be hoping I would crash. Because that's the kind of guy he is. He likes entertainment. Nothing against him. He's a great guy, by the way. Delt wants me to do things by the book. Maple Leaf certainly wants me to crash. Oz Flight Simmer wants to see me crash. Of course, truth be told, I love seeing when Oz Flight Simmer crashes. It's kind of funny. Because we know how it is. And Oz Flight Simmer, are you working on... What are you working on? I know you're working on something right now because it's morning over in your neck of the woods. You're probably working on a news video. If somebody could drop in an exclamation AFS... do go and check out our good friend Oz Flight Simmer on his channel. If you haven't checked it out already, please do check it out. It is he's a great guy, and thank you, Maple. And he's isn't he, Brad? He's just a down to earth kind of guy. He's a good lad. Maple says I'm a moderator for you. Wait, let's see. I'm a great moderator for you, even. Not on your stream at you. Well, you are a moderator for Oz Flight Simmer. And I appreciate all your support, Maple. All right, let's see here. Drag required? Ooh. I don't need drag, do I? Or do I? Okay, we'll put drag in. Oh, we're fine. Oh, no, we need to get down to 10,000 feet. Okay, we got the drag coming in. So you can see with the ProDeskSim. So this has actually got a access plate right here. We got the Flight Sim Mods trim wheel, which is great. What is that? $10, Shane, I think it is. Definitely worth it. 15, something. I'll make something up. So we get that drag going in. We got to get to 220 and get this little carrot here in. Oh, STD, we got to get that off. Let's go ahead and do that. We got to get that off. That sounded great. Great. Good job there, Symphonetic. Brett Play says, we don't want to see you in drag. I knew that was coming. Brett. Son of a motherless goat is me. Anybody know what? You know what? I've used that term before, but I don't know if any of you actually know what movie that's from. Anybody know what movie line that's from? Son of a motherless goat? I'm guessing nobody knows that. I just got a Wasm crash. Ooh, no. All my instruments are frozen. No! No! Say it's not true! Say it's not true, Kyle! No! Crash and burn, Kyle. Sorry to hear that, brother. Just go ahead and put the spoilers up again. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up for landing here. Monty Python quote? Nope, it's not. That's a good guess. It's a good guess. Speak for yourself, Brett Plays. I'd pay good dollars to see Symphonetic and drag. Oh, God. No, wait, I hit the wrong button. That's the one I meant to hit. 3 amigos. I cannot stump you, Richard Clark. Good gravy. JJ Stevens says 3 amigos. How do you... I can never stump you guys. I don't know why. I just can't stump you guys. I mean, here I thought I was a man of movie quotes and one-liners, and you guys, I can never stump you. I got to figure out a way to stump you guys at some point. I'm going to do it. Google. Oh, you guys are cheating then. You can't do Google. Did you Google it, JJ? You son of a gun. You son of a motherless goat. Son of a motherless goat. Flight Simmer says, I'll have to go and get some packages processed. Have a good weekend, everyone. Symphonic, if you dress up and drag, please wear underwear. No one wants to see it. All right, everybody say good evening to Australia. Actually, we got to say good day because it's daytime where he's at in good Australia. Shane, thanks so much for joining us. Love you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate your support. Are you going to be streaming tomorrow night, Shane? If you are, I might have to hop in and say hello. Say hello. But Shane, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate your support. Everybody give a shout out, and here's to you, Shane. See, you all didn't think I was going to do a symphonic shuffle, but that was for Shane really quick. Like, don't worry, I didn't do it too long, right? Delt, I didn't do it too long, did I? Johnny Mon? The rest of you? All right. Let's go Stereo Cockpit. Yep, stream. Oh, good. Stream detail. I'll definitely try to make it to your stream tomorrow night, Shane, and return the favor, brother. Thank you. Mike Fisher says, quick question before you go to Stereo Cockpit. Did I miss any update on when WinWing will have 777 MSFS 24 compatibility? Yes, you did miss it. In a few weeks, I did engage them, and in a few weeks they'll have it. They'll have the compatibility ready for you, Mike. Mike, you don't happen to work at you don't happen to live in Ames, do you? I know a Mike Fisher. Says thanks, awesome. Hey, you got it, brother. All right, we're coming in. Oh, California, I got it. I work with a Mike Fisher. With the last name it's spelled with a C. That's a German way of spelling Fisher, right? All right, so we're coming on in here. And thank you for joining us, Mike. I don't know if you're new here. If you're new here, welcome to the SimFan family. And please do a like and subscribe. I'm guessing you've already subscribed, but if you haven't, we'd love to have you continue to come and be one of the family. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and do landing. We're going to go ahead and get the landing lights, runway turn-off lights, and I turned the strobes off. That was stupid. And wing light on. And I'm actually surprised that Oz Flight Simmer left when he did, because he usually likes to get my goat when I'm coming in for a landing. Of course, I like to get his goat. And now by goat, I mean, joking around, right? Don't think anything of it. There's nothing to read into that, by the way. Right, so we're going to intercept the ILS at 5,000 feet. Hurry up and land already, Sympanic. I will do that, Maple. Maple, did you already land, or are you in a holding pattern? You're in a holding pattern, aren't you? I saw you somewhere around here. Where are you? Join the fun, exactly. Push each other. Hey, we're good at that, right, CP? Pushing each other's buttons, we are good at that. And by the way, speaking of buttons, we're going to go auto brake 3. That's actually a switch, not a button, but, anyway. Who's keeping track? Captain Red Sky, like. Coming on, look at that jet. Look at that jet shake. Look at that wing flex. Woo! Listen to that sound. Listen to that sound, Mike. It's beautiful. Beautiful, my friend. Okay, we're going to go over to the right here. Again, the PAP 3, and do you have the PAP 3, Mike? So the PAP 3 and PFP, that will be working here soon. We're going to go over here, and we're going to drop this to approach. And there's our ILS intercept. And so we're going to make our way up to MD 575. We are looking pretty good on our descent profile. And what are we doing on our speed? 220, we're looking fantastico, friends. Fantastico. As we come on in. Turn up the sound. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Captain Red Sky. I forgot to do that. Thank you. See, I always know you got my back. And we got Mike Fisher just subscribed. Everybody say hello and chat to our new SimFan family member, Mike Fisher. Mike, thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I've been saying that a lot tonight, Mike. Just ignore me. You can put me on mute, but then you'd miss all the others and the great sounds of this aircraft, right? Thank you, Brett, for welcoming Mike to our family here. Travis Charles says, safe travels, have a great flight. Travis, thank you for joining. Everybody give a shout out to Travis. I never understand why people leave, like, right when we're coming to, like, the the what's the word I'm looking for, Brett? Like, we're coming to the conclusion of the flight, the dramatic scene, if you will. The climax, that's what I was trying to think of. The climax of the stream when we land. It's the best part. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do approach mode, right? Right, Delt? Approach mode. Let's go ahead and approach. And then we're going to get into the localizer. Approach mode is set. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. I'm always forgetting something. Where are you flying from and going to? Travis, great question. Here, I'll put the route information right down there. We left Paris, and we are making our way into Madrid. We're coming into Madrid right now. I'm going to go ahead and extend flaps more. Flaps coming out. Beautiful bird. I like the 777-200ER. I don't like the fact that PMDG gives 0 discount for those of us that have 300ER. I am one of them. I know many of you are as well. It kind of pisses me off that they don't have at least some sort of discount. But you know what? Again, they can do what they want. Another flaps. Let's go flaps 15, flaps 25. And I'm going too fast. Wait, what happened? Gear coming down. I forgot to put my gear down. Thank God for that. Here comes the gear. I think that's like the first time I've ever forgot to... No, it's not. I was about to say, I think that's the first time I forgot to put my gear down, but that's actually not true. It's a complete lie. Here we go. Let's go ahead and arm the speed brake. So we're going to pull that down. Speed brake armed. Did I get that armed? I don't feel like that's armed. I feel like that's kind of partially down. Is that son of a bitch? Who did that? Okay, there we go. I think that's armed. It's Captain... Okay, Captain Howdy is here. I figured that was you, Captain Howdy, son of a gun. All right, we're going to go full flaps. Here we go, full flaps. Oh, can we do it? Can we do it? Okay, we're landing on... There we go. 34 right. Or 32 right, excuse me. 32 right. Okay. I need everybody to let me focus. I can't multitask. I am horrible at multitasking. Just ask Mrs. SimFanatic. Here we go. Coming into 3-4 right, or 3-2 right. Got the cameras below. You can see them right there. Everybody, everyone, anyone? See them right there. Cameras right there. Cameras. We got the ProDeskSim. We've got the yoke, and we've got the rudder pedals with foot condoms. People are, what the hell are you talking about? Foot condoms? No, it's just a funny term I use for having socks on. I used to not have socks on when I would do the rudder pedals, and then, like, some of you, including Maple, like, put some socks on, so I just decided to call them foot condoms. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Here we go. I tell you all to be quiet so I can concentrate, and all I do is I keep my yapper going. That's pretty typical. All right, we actually need to reduce our speed. Son of a... I wasn't paying any attention. Hold on. INET ref. 128. We're going to go 138. Let's go 138. Oh, my God. Why didn't somebody tell me I need to slow down? Here we go. Is that right? 128, 138. INET ref. 128, 130. Okay, we're going to do plus 10. Actually, got to go ahead and lose some speed here. Okay, there we go. Man, what a pretty plane, though. Captain Howdy, I was talking about the 737 MAX 8. You're going to have to go back. ProDeskSim sent me a new add-on without me even asking. And we're going to be highlighting that the next time. I got to remember, I'm at a higher elevation with this 777 because it's so big. How many of you, like, land the 747 and you're like, oh, wait, shit, I touched down way too soon because you're not used to being at a high vantage point? Yeah, you got to check that out, Captain Howdy. We got some good stuff coming. All right, here we go.
1,000.
1,000 feet. 500 will disable the autopilot. Concentrate! All right, disable autopilot. Auto throttle off. My airplane. A little high.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Float a little bit, but it looks good. Nice landing. Reverser's on. That was smooth. I wish I had the feet per minute on. 80 knots. And welcome to Madrid, friends. Welcome to Madrid. Maple's turning final. Thank you, Captain Howdy. Right. And this is a bespoke airport, by the way, for 2024. You can see that obviously running very smooth, but you can see the airport up here off to our left. And we got to go across 3-2 left here. Get across, get off the runway here. Blue Skies, Vruden, thank you for joining, my friend. Everybody give a Blue Skies out to Vruden. Go ahead and put up our flaps. There we go. Parking brake enabled. You're innocent on the second explosion. Who did it? Who done it? Who done did it? Who done did it, dog? All right, here we go. We're going to watch our friends come in. We've got plenty of friends coming in. Let's do this. Richard Clark says Blue Skies. Vruden, again, thank you for joining us. Everybody give a shout out to Vruden. All right, here we go. 3-2 right. I'm going to go over on this side, I think. All right, here we go. Marshaw dropping the $5 dono in the house. Marshaw, thank you so much for that $5 dono. Appreciate it. All right, we got to turn the volume down because bitching Betty's...
Stressful week at work with impending layoffs. Thanks for the escape and brilliant culmination of a great flight. Happy Friday and Blue Skies.
Marshaw, I wish you the best. Don't be stressed out, man. Here's one of the things, buddy. I understand, and I'm not minimizing this at all, but you know what? With impending layoffs, trust me, things will work out one way or another, my friend. But thank you for the $5 dono, and best of luck to you. And just know this, things will work out. All right, buddy? Appreciate the $5 dono. Everybody give a shout-out to Marshaw for dropping in. I always say Marshaw, but I know it's Marsh W13. But, friend, thank you so much for that $5 dono. I appreciate it. And you are very kind, my friend. I'm glad you found some entertainment in tonight's stream, my friend. It's been a great stream. Here comes Kangaroo and Silly Unknown coming in. Look at that. A350 coming in. Oh, that's looking beautiful, Kangaroo. Nice job. Look at Silly Unknown bringing that Air France 777 in, friends. We all kind of floated down a ways, but no, actually, Silly Unknown did a far better job. Actually, I need to be on the 1,000-footers. I was off there. Great job landing, guys. I'm going to have to figure out who's winning the landing challenge, aren't I? Because nobody else is here. Marshaw, thanks again. Everybody give a shout-out. Thank you, Marion Harris, Captain Red Sky, and Captain Howdy for recognizing Marsh W for that generous $5 dono. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Here comes Captain JJ. That would be JJ Stevens, I think, and the 777, flying the Air France livery as well. Oh, shit. I think he just won it. What do you all think? Did he just win it? I think he won it. I think he won the landing challenge right there. Nice job, JJ Stevens. Is there auto land on the 777? I think he has auto land enabled. What do y'all think? He pulled an aces down on us. Smooth is right, Captain Howdy. Very smooth. Here comes Maple Leaf coming on in. Maple, show us what you got, buddy. Show us what you got. Captain Red Sky says yes. Maple is way short. Maple, not a bad landing, but you are way short on that, brother. But nonetheless, you landed it well. I mean, it was a nice soft landing, but you got disqualified. Original Happy, short as well, but nonetheless, still another good landing. Captain Howdy Maple gave you a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 for Maple. It actually was a good landing in terms of, like, your rate of descent and being on the center line, but did you forget the rules, Maple? You got to land on the 1,000-footers. That's these bars right here, Maple. You know what, guys? Everybody's like probably comes in here and they've never been here like, wow, this guy is such an a-hole to Maple. No, trust me, friends. Maple is an a-hole to me. I give him grief back because he gives me a hard time all the time. And many of you that have been here for a while know this, right? But Maple, no, that actually was a good landing. It was a nice soft landing. Oh, your frames are dropping? Oh, there's always an excuse. Maple, you know what? Excuses. How's the saying go? I don't even need to say it because everybody. Yeah, it's like Captain Howdy said excuses. Did we get everybody? Did we get everybody? I think we got everybody. Let's go ahead and pull up to the tarmac, friends. Let's check out this scenery because it's beautiful. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn the cameras back on and... There we go. Gotta get the parking brake off. There's Maple. Marion Harris said, I had in-flight problems 150 miles. Oh. We'll catch you next time, Marion. No worries, brother. All right, let's go ahead and get the APU started. We're going to bring it on in and close her on out. I got a caution light here. Anybody up for Call of Duty? Hey, Maple, do you think Captain Howdy be up for Call of Duty tonight? What do you think? I don't think you are, though, Maple. You've got bedtime. You got school tomorrow. I don't have to work. Not tomorrow, at least. So maybe we'll have to do a members-only Call of Duty stream. What do y'all think? Members only? Little Call of Duty. Here's SimFanatic. Throw out some colorful metaphors. I got to do members only because otherwise I'd demonetized, right? Here we go. Look at this. I mean, this is free scenery right here, friends. Maple just, like, stopped right in front of me. Okay, I'm tired of sniffing your tail here, Maple. Shut or get off the pot, buddy. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? All right, I might just have to go through you, Maple. Oh, TJ Turner can go. Like, Maple's being nice and waiting. I'm not that patient. Why? I really feel weird about being behind Maple like this, honestly. God. CP65 says just go. It thinks I'm taking off because I gave it a bunch of throttle. But I mean, 2024 works so great because of the multi-thread, multi-core processing that Microsoft Flight Simulator finally took advantage of. And I'll tell you all what, that is worth it right there. If you don't have 2024, you think, I don't know if my system will run 2024. I will about guarantee you that if you're running 2020 right now, you can run 2024 and it'll actually run better. So if some of you that are out there that are like, 2024 with the improved graphics, I'm worried that it won't run very good on my system. I promise you, if you're running 2020 right now and if you're running it okay, you can run 2024, and 2024 is going to run better, especially if you have a multi-core processor, multi-thread processor. I promise you that. You may not have to be able to put the graphics up to ultra, of course, but it's going to run really great. In fact, I've had some of you listen to my advice and have found that out to be the case. All right, we're going to pull in here. Yes, Captain Red Sky, for sure. I mean, you can tell this, Captain Red Sky. Look how much better it's running on my system than 2020 does. With everybody, I've got OBS on top of everything. So I'm like running. I don't have a secondary PC. I've thought about doing this, but for streaming, I'm not running my second unit here. I'm running OBS and everything off my same machine. And it's not like it's a bad machine by any means, but at the same time, you can tell that it runs better here, keeping everything constant, right, Captain Red Sky? 2020 doesn't run as good as 2024. Could have pulled forward a little bit more, I think. You do that. All right, we are parked. Let's go ahead and shut down the engines. All right, we're going to listen to this here really quick. All right, here we go. We're going to shut the engines down, and so we already got the APU running. I'm not. You can hear it rumble. I didn't get on the. I'm not a really big fan about how the camera system changed. I don't know. How about you guys? Do you like the new camera? I'm not a big fan of the new camera settings in 2024 so far. I don't like them. Feet per minute. I know, Snowy, right? Here, let's hop out of the bird and like walk around here really quick before we close out, because we can. Let's go see if we can't get sucked into this engine. Ah! Nice animation on the turbine there. Love the landing gear. Again, this is the 777-200ER that's been recently updated. The biggest thing with the updates, we took a look at this earlier in the stream, and the updates, it's not really a whole lot that they did. They released this on Monday this week, along with the 777 freighter that is now available in 2024 that you can run. I'm going to turn some of these off. Should have done that before. But, it's fine. But a lot of the things were like more of the... Can you step out? No. Captain J. Okay, yeah, I can. We'll go see Captain JJ. Here he is. Let's go over to see Captain JJ. Hi, Captain JJ. JJ Stevens right here. Why can't I crouch? My crouch isn't working. My crotch isn't working. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously the textures and everything look great. But the update was like kind of anticlimax, really. There's just like some sound things that we talked about earlier. There's probably a few bug fixes, but anyway. But again, I want to say thank you to all of you, my friends, my pals, my amigos, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for the donation. Again, Marsh W13. I want to say thank you also for the donos to Marion Harris, a.k.a. Chipper Sneeze, Johnny Mon, Pilot Rick, Captain Red Sky, Deltgam88, and everyone else that dropped in some donos. There were a lot of donos tonight. I can't tell you all how much I appreciate it. And we will be doing a giveaway. In fact, I was looking at maybe with Fly Tampa, they've got some new stuff out. But it's been a while since we've done a giveaway, and I need to give back to all of you. And so other than just doing the streams and stuff, and I know you all appreciate that, but we need to do a giveaway. By the way, plan on the first Saturday fly-in. We have a new developer that will be joining us. And that's what I'm going to say for now. But they're going to be in Discord voice for the fly-in, and we're going to be checking out their plane. And that's all I'm going to say right now. So I've got something coming up for the first Saturday of the month that we usually do the fly-in, but you all want to check that out. And we'll be doing at least 2 giveaways for that, for 2 aircraft. And that's all that's all I'm going to say. I got to keep you all intrigued. But we'll be having the developer coming. If they've never been here before, it's going to be debuted. And I'm trying to get my freaking, where is my calendar? Okay, here we go. It will be, what's this first Saturday? It'll be the 7th. So put that on your calendars. So Saturday on June 7th, we will have a debut of a new developer that will be joining us. Yes, friends, and we'll be doing at least 2 aircraft giveaways. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. And then I'll have some more news on WINWING and a lot of other stuff coming up. We've got a care package coming in. But, friends, I want to say again, thank you so much for being here, PMDG. You have to wait and see, TJ. You're going to have to wait and see. WINWING, you're going to have to wait and see. But anyway, friends, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Captain Red Sky Bats, TJ Turner, Captain Howdy. We've got Johnny Mont, hell of a guy, by the way. Fly Danube. Glad to have you here. Got to go see ya, Fly Danube. JJ Stevens, Captain Red Sky, Maple Leaf, Buckle Bunny, Snowy. We've also have Marion Harris, a.k.a. Marion Harris. Thank you for that dono as well, brother. $24 dono. Did I catch you before? Thank you so much for that $24 dono, Chipper. You are too kind. And all the rest of you that are in chat that I might miss. Friends, I love you. I do appreciate all of you. You are what make the world go round in flight sim community, whether it's for our channel here, for Shane, for Brett, or anyone else that's out there. Believe me, us that stream, we do appreciate you. You guys and gals are amazing. And I just want to say again, from a heartfelt thank you for all of you for being, just joining me and being together, right? ZX Pilot, ZX, thank you for being here. But friends, Johnny Mon, everyone else, I will see you soon. I might be doing a members-only stream here in a little bit with Call of Duty if I can get Captain Howdy and Maple in. If you're not a member, don't worry. You can join, and you can kind of get a workaround by going into Discord, because usually I stream in there. Although the last time I streamed it, I couldn't stream in there at the same time I was doing OBS. But anyway, friends, thanks again. We will see you soon. This weekend, let's see, Saturday. What's going on Saturday? We have something. No, we have something on Sunday. I've got my daughter's commencement on Sunday, so we'll plan on doing a Saturday flight. Keep it. Mark it on your calendars. Joint live stream is planned for next Wednesday. As long as I don't change it on Shane again, we're going to be doing a joint live stream with Shane, possibly even with Brett Plays. That would even be a triple live stream. We've never done that before. But mark it on your calendars for next Wednesday, friends. Until then, friends, have a great night. Stay safe. And, of course, blue skies. We will see you soon, my friends. Take care. I'm out.
So desperate on my knees to break. the street lights lit this town like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now.
Hey there, X403. You made it. You made it. You made the effort. Appreciate seeing you. Everybody say hello to X403. She made it. Ray gets 9 of 10. Thank you for joining, my friend, 403. And also, I forgot to mention Kangaroo. Kangaroo, thank you for being here if you're still here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good night, friends. We'll see you Saturday. Good night. Have a good Memorial Day weekend.